What's up, everybody? Rob Barrington here for another weekly challenge with the robots. This is the finale of Challenge 60, and we are having I think, a pretty good match point session. And that's why I'm probably not going to do anything too weird with this hand, even though I'm tempted to open a diamond here just to get in the way of my opponent, but I may, in fact, be getting a terrible score by doing that. The reason is we're playing a non-best hand tournament, as you can see. I'm not never going to have a 9 count in a normal best hand situation. But here the question is this a spot where we should be opening light? And my thoughts are usually these: if I'm not able to open a major light in these situations, I need a really good reason to open a lower ranking minor suit light. And my problems opening this are many, because I think I'm having a pretty good match with the robots. I think we're doing pretty well. So I don't necessarily want to create variance, because I'm happy to do what's the robots doing and maintain my edge with them. And the other part of this is I may, in fact, just be passing this hand out to my left, right? If they don't have a good hand, if it's a split deck hand, we may just be playing a pass out and we'll move on to the next board. But here, what I think I'm doing is kind of being with the field, which on this particular event, I happen to know the field is just the robots, right? So here, 1 no trump, 2 hearts. Be mindful. Some of you might say, hey, we have a lead directing double, which let me talk about that first. This is an artificial bid showing spades. So a double would be, hey, lead this suit. And you might think, hey, this is a good suit to lead. But no, thank you, folks. You do not need just strength to make a lead directing double. You need length as well. So give me 2 more of that suit and I would make a lead directing double. Here, no chance, folks. We are out of this one. We see them bid spades, and now they got the game here. Okay. What's 4 clubs? All right, so the 4 club bid, folks, is just a maximum with a spade fit, right? So the transfer came to 2 spades here, and for the robots, this says, hey, I have a maximum, and hey, they're making a control bid over there, so that's a big hand. So let's just think about what's going on here. Let's take this moment to determine what's happening. So if we have 9, we know this player has 17. And that could be kind of based on some shape points, but let's give them their maximum, 26. Dummy has 11. That's 38 points, right? So partner's not looking at too much happiness over there. So we don't have to worry too much about their hand. They lead a heart to kind of mess with our heart position, unfortunately, and we're going to take that. And I think this is a time to kind of lead a club through, see if we can scoop a trick in partner's hand. That should be all partner has, folks, by the way. We had them at not having even that many points, basically, and here I think they've spent every point that they have, which is fine. They've taken their king of clubs. We know that the king of hearts and very likely the jack of hearts is to our left, but it's not going to matter because they can just pitch away a heart on the club and then play king of hearts, ruff a heart without having to worry about a finesse. Or they can just take a hard finesse and pitch a diamond if they need to. And they're not doing that. Good. And there comes a good heart. Pitching a diamond. All right. Helps to count points, right? Once our partner shows up with 3 points, we know that's all she wrote. There's that king of clubs, and that's it. And interesting, there's that exact 17 that they have over there. So there's 6, 10, 13, 17. We have 9, 26, 30. Oh, 37, excuse me. I miscounted the points. It's 37. Good counting, Rob. Great job. But yeah, you see what I mean, right? We know once that 3 points is out of partner's hand, that's all she wrote. Every card is spoken for. You can just play this hand essentially face up at that point. All right, make your opening bid on hand 10, folks. What do you do with this one? What do you do? Hand 10, your hand, 1 no trump, folks. Do not open 1 heart with this hand. It is the absolute most standard thing to do these days. You open 1 no trump, even with your 5-card majors when you're 5-3-3-2. The only time you might not do this is when you have 17 in the same shape. And in that case, you still treat it as a balanced hand. You open your major and then you rebid 2 no trump. Here, this is going to be a fun one. We have 3 diamond tricks right off the bat because of the lead, right? We're always going to get the ace, king, jack. We have 2 clubs. That's 5. We have 2 spades. That's 7. We need 2 more tricks. Where are they going to come from? Well, we know where they're going to come from. They're going to come from hearts and maybe spades, but we're going to need to get to dummy or do something interesting in this heart suit. So here, there's our scooped up trick. And at this point, I am going to lead a spade towards the ace over there. And here we might even get an extra spade trick at some point, but I'm doing this because I want to make this play. I want to lead towards this heart, and now maybe we have a way to take an extra trick as well. I'm going to lead a low club towards this, and now I'm going to play a heart towards this, and I'm going to finesse the 9 of hearts. And it wins. Nice. I like when those deep finesses win. And okay, we didn't get the best of all worlds because now we played another heart, and we're trying to see if hearts are breaking. They're not, but that doesn't matter to us. We're going to play another heart to set up our last heart. And here, this is a match point play entirely, folks. We're taking our king of diamonds. Now we're going to cash our 3 of hearts. We saw a spade pitch there. We haven't seen all the clubs get pitched, so we'll do this. And now it's very likely one of them has a spade. That's good. And there it is, folks. But we took the maximum here. Here come our results as well. Let's see how we did. I feel like we won, but it could be close. I don't know. Let's see. Give us that result, robot. Give it. Good. 55%, which is, yeah, look at this, folks. We were doing a pretty good job of analyzing, except we got wrecked in those middle boards there. The robot really went on a charge and almost caught up to us. We caught up at the end with these last 2 results. And, well, let's jump over to the results stream and see how we did. Let me put this over there. So, as expected, we knew boards 1 and 2 and boards 4 were going to be pretty good. And they were, right? We played 4 spades on the first one, and the other table actually. Sorry, let me get to the right screen here. At the other table, they passed 3 clubs, which again we talked about this. This is honestly a very reasonable hand to pass with this many points. It's just this trick taking potential and the fact that it was a robot situation got me over the edge to actually bid 3 spades instead of passing. And we got a little lucky that partner had that 4 spade bid for us over there, and it worked out so well. This next one, we had the same auction, I believe. I believe our partner also, or sorry, oh, excuse me, they passed with our hand. Yep, and then it balanced with a double, and East-West played 1 no trump, which they were able to make. So that's got to be bad for the robots, right? Because we actually played 1 no trump and took an over trick playing it. So here, not too good. This one we knew was going to be so average. I guarantee the exact same thing happened at the other table. Here, we both defended 1 no trump, but we did 1 trick better. And let's see what they led. We led the queen of hearts on this one. What did the robot lead? They led a low spade, which isn't the worst lead either if they can switch to hearts. And they did. Wow. They got off to a heart switch, and then did they clear hearts? They did. But then the robot got the diamond suit right. Remember, our robot played a diamond and then took a finesse. Here they dropped it. And then they ended up taking that number of tricks there. Still down 2, but they took more tricks. That's all. So that was the difference on this one. This next board is where the robot, boards 5, 6, and 7, the robot started just destroying us. So here, this is what happened at our table. I overcalled 1 spade, and they bid a no trump, and I let them play there. But as it turns out, at the other table, they rebid 2 spades in this situation. That's pretty ballsy, I got to say, for the robot. They're vulnerable. They have a pretty ugly suit. Yeah, and lefty bid a no trump. That's usually a strong spade holding there. So I have to give it to them. The no guts, no glory, and they took it well. Here, apparently, we defended 4 hearts. Oh, sorry. Look at this. Wait, what happened here? Oh, sorry. They led the queen of diamonds at their table. Wow, that's crazy. I would never do that with the very strong 2 club bidder to my right, right? So this is the auction here on board 6, folks. This is their table. At my table, I just kind of got safely out of my hand. Trump is a very passive lead in these situations when we've had an auction like this. So what I'm trying to do is I know all the points are to my right. I'm trying not to finesse my partner's honors because I have a terrible hand, and I know left-hand opponent also has a terrible hand. So this queen of diamonds play is kind of crazy, but it worked out for the robot. So there was my lead. And this is the other table. Queen of diamonds. Okay, making 4. Good job. Okay. And this last one here, 4 clubs, they got it an extra trick. Hang on a second. So we defended 4 clubs and got it 3 tricks. Right? And it went spade, heart, which we won. And then we drew some trump. At the other table, they led a spade. And then it went heart, and they played low. Okay. And now a club came through, and they played ace of diamonds. Diamond to the king, and then a little rough. And they had just a different line here to take more tricks. So really good run for them on boards 5, 6, and 7. But then we flipped the script on them on this hand with 2 spades. And here did they drew trump right away, but they played a low spade. Interesting. No, that was an option for sure. But now it goes kind of the same way, except they have one more trump to your left now, right? So now on this club play, you can go ace of spades, and then you still are in a spot where they have some tricks, and they've actually taken one more on this hand as opposed to our table, which we were able to make it. This one, though, 4 spades making 4. This was a heart to our ace, and then we let a club back, right? So that's 4 hearts making 5 at our table. At the other table, they actually got off to a heart lead to the ace, and then it went heart back. And what happened now? King of spades, spade, spade. Oh, now they just keep drawing trump for some reason. They drew all of their trump. They get a heart out of their hand. Okay, all right. So they decided to give up an extra trick on this one. Very nice, Mr. and Mrs. Robot. Thank you. And this last one, they just did not take the required number of tricks. They played a low heart to the jack, and we, in fact, took one extra trick because at our table, we actually crossed over to a spade at trick 2 in an effort to lead a heart towards our hand, and that ended up working out well. And then we also took the extra step to take that finesse for the 9 of hearts. So there it was, folks. And then we still have safety, right? We have all the stoppers. We just get that heart trick out of there, and we'll take the rest. And closer than we thought. 5, 6, and 7, they did some damage. I think boards 5 and 6, I don't regret. 7, they actually took a pretty fun line on that one as well defensively. So got to give them credit when they do well, and we'll take the credit when we do well as well. And this was a win for us, so we'll take it. And we will see you next week, folks. And stay tuned, folks. Class is coming soon.